All right, good morning, Jackets fans, and welcome to some Blue Jackets hockey. It's the home opener of the season. Yes, I know it is November 19th, but it is the home opener for the Jackets. First time here in Columbus as they get ready to take on Mid-Am challenger, the Armstrong Arrows. First of two today for the Jackets. Game 2 scheduled for 2 o'clock. Jackets have played Armstrong once this season. It was a 2-1 loss in the final minute. Armstrong scored the winning goal. I believe that was up in Pittsburgh. So, but the Jackets look to bounce back from that one and bounce back from the tough loss last Sunday to South Pitt. And coming off a 2-1 weekend last weekend in Indianapolis. Everybody's healthy, so we got a full squad for this game today. Reagan Davies is back after missing last weekend in Indianapolis. So the Jackets full strength, so that's always good when you have everybody available. The Jackets will get their pregame in here for this one. And thank you for tuning in. So hopefully we can get a good solid feed here. I know we've had trouble in the past with the home rink, but we're hoping that we're getting a solid signal, and you guys are coming in, or I should say we are coming in loud and clear, but we will have a couple blind spots in the corners. There are some pole obstructions to the camera, so my apologies to that. Hopefully we don't get too much action in the corners, but I will do my best to bring you the action if it's behind the pole. So nonetheless, Jackets pregame talk is done. They have taken the ice. They got their starting five out, the usual starting five of Lemmerbrock, Taylor, Talebi, with Bestranson and Praw. And it looks like we have Poppy Worsley tending the net for game one of this titanic struggle with the Armstrong Arrows. And this one is controlled by the Jackets. And actually they're going to blow the whistle. Not sure what happened here. Yeah, I think the horn was from rink 2, and we're on rink 1, so they went ahead and stopped it, though. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Prawl tried to flip it to Taylor. Taylor wasn't ready. Bestranson back, though. She is able to control it. She gets it up to Talebi. Talebi finds Lemmerbrock. They clear the zone. She tries to get it out to Taylor. Taylor tries to dump it in. She's able to. But Armstrong gets there first. They will battle for it. And loose puck squirts out to Bestranson. Bestranson has it. Shot on goal, and that one is blocked. Taylor gets it, though. She throws it back to Prawl. Prawl puts a shot on goal. That one's wide. Race over to the corner for it. Scrambled and picked up by Miller for Armstrong. She will swing it back around, where it's picked up by Lewis. She's battled. Talebi will battle with her. Loose puck up against the boards. Still in the zone. Bestranson gets it out, but Lemmerbrock couldn't keep it in. She'll shovel it over to Prawl. Prawl will dump it in. The Jackets will go for a change. Crook, Day, Thomas out, along with Hayden and Weaver. This one is cleared out of the zone by Kinklow. Kinklow will swing it around. She centers it, but they can't connect. Now Day's got it. She's going to get it out of the zone. She's racing up the ice. 1-on-3. That one's turned away. Thomas joins the race now. Day has it in the corner. She battles with two of the Arrows players. Loose puck now gathered up by Armstrong. Armstrong now a battle. Thomas will turn out and loose. Crook's got it. She was looking to try and maybe go backhand. This one is out to Weaver. Weaver dumps it back up, but Armstrong there to deter that one. Crook picks it up at center ice. She loses the handle. She gets it back. Swings it, tries to get it up out of the zone, but that one's cut off. Battled for. Day throws it over to Thomas. Now Thomas is going to race up with it. She dumps it in. Jackets will go off for a change as Williams, Busick, Meek come out with Lingle and Falk. This one picked up by the Arrows. They will swing it around the backside here. And they will clear the zone. This one will be an icing. So 12:33 left here in the first. The Jackets will have an offensive zone face-off. They'll keep the same five out there. Again, it's Williams, Busick, Meek, joined by Falk and Lingle. Williams will take the face-off here, as we have a three-man crew officiating today's game. That's not often we have a three-man crew, but we have it today. This one is controlled by Armstrong. They look to clear the zone. They're able to do that. Lingle will pick it up. Backhanded out where Floric will pick it up for Armstrong. That one's batted away by Busick. Armstrong will reset. They will dump it in. Chased down by Weaver. Lingle. Lingle will throw it up the boards. That one's all the way out of the zone and picked up by Miller, who dumps it back in. And the controlled by Armstrong. They look to get something set up. Lewis has it now. She'll throw it up where Floric will get it. Floric will dump it in on the goal. Worsley will just cover and hold on to it. 11:52 left here in the first. No score. I don't know if we got okay. Yep, forgot to put the scoreboard on there. Jackets will go change. They'll go back to the original starting five here, I believe, with the exception of Cup out now instead of Lemmerbrock. So it's Cup, Talibi, Taylor. Well, Davies is out now with Prawl. So this one is dumped into the zone, and it'll be chased down by Reagan Davies. She throws it up. They can't connect. It's Guntram now for Armstrong. She tries to throw it up, but that one's blocked by Talibi and brought into the zone. Jackets cannot keep it in the zone. Davies will try to get through, but she loses control. Now Prawl has it. Prawl throws it over to Davies. Davies tries to get by, but Seifert with a shot, and she goes top shelf for Armstrong goal. So 11:09 left here in the first. Armstrong strikes first on a turnover, and it is collected by Seifert for Armstrong with the top shelf goal. And Jackets will have to dig out of an early hole here as they'll bring out Day, Crook, Thomas. They're joined by Hayden and Weaver. Crook with the face-off, and this one is controlled by the Jackets. They'll bring it into the zone. That shot is wide. It'll kick off the boards. Thomas will chase it down. She gets it over to Day. Day's looking now. She tries to feed Crook. They can't connect. Hayden has it now. That shot is deflected and out of play. And we will have a offensive zone face-off here. Now, Crook will take this face-off. And this one is controlled by Armstrong. Day's over to break it up, though. She will chase it down. Battle for in the corner now. This one leaks out to the goal where it's Lewis. She'll battle with Thomas. Now Day has it. Day tries to center it back up. Turned over. She gets it back, though. She flips it out to Crook. Crook will try to reset something. Weaver dumps it in, but that one is stopped by Armstrong and dumped in by Ginn. Chased down now by the Jackets. Crook will throw it up on the boards. Thomas tries to get it out of the zone. She can't. Weaver has it now. Weaver's going to try to just drive it out of herself. And that one is knocked out. Back into the zone. Thomas, another turnover. Sloppy play early by the Jackets here. And now it's the Armstrong looking to try to center it. That one's turned away. Battled for in the corner by Hayden. Tudyk has it now for the Arrows, but that one is knocked away. And now Thomas will bring it up and out of the zone. Day will jump off. Now here comes some fresh legs for the Jackets. It's Busick, Williams, Meek, Lingle, and Falk, and we have an offside. 9:36 left here in the first. And we will have a face-off in the neutral zone, just outside of the Jackets' offensive zone. Williams will take this face-off against Seifert, who scored the goal for Armstrong. This one is knocked out back into the Jacket zone where Lingle will pick it up. She tries to throw it up the board. She can't do it. Now the Jackets clear. Guntram will pick it up for Armstrong. This one is thrown towards center ice. Meek has it. She flips it back to Falk. Falk tries to get it out of the zone. Kept in by the Arrows. This one chased down by Lingle. Now puck's loose. Puck's loose. Picked up by the Arrows. Battled for in the corner. Busick throws it up on the boards where Williams will get it. Williams will chip it out of the zone. Guntram will pick it up. She throws it across to the other defender. This one is swung around where Lingle will chase it down, but she can't control it. Picked up by Seifert. Seifert centers it. This one back to the Jackets now. This one thrown into the corner. Busick trying to get it out of the zone. Unsuccessfully and finally cleared, where it is collected by the Arrows, and they will run it back in and reset it. Jackets will get some fresh skaters out on the offensive end. Taylor's out now with Lemmerbrock and Cup. Falk has it now. Falk's going to bring it up, but she loses it. Now here come the Arrows. That shot on goal, easily scooped up by Worsley and held on to. 8:12 left here in the first. Jackets trail 1-0. Now it will be Lemmerbrock, Cup, and Taylor, joined by Davies and Bestranson. And we got a penalty coming up on the Arrows, so Jackets will be going on the power play. This one collected by Cup. Cup's going to leave it back for Taylor. Jackets will get the extra skater out. It's Crook, but now it's the Arrows will touch up, and with 7:52 left here in the first period, the Jackets have their first power play. Oh, Jackets will go with Day, Lemmerbrock, Taylor, Hayden, and Davies here for the power play. It'll be Day taking the face-off. Let's see if the Jackets can get the equalizer on the power play here. They're waiting to get this set on the clock. Still waiting to get the penalty set. If they don't set it with 6:22 left on the game clock, that will be when the penalty's over with, but they're working on it right now. Let's see. As you all know, the parents do volunteer for home games to handle the scoreboard, and unfortunately they weren't able to get that one up, so the refs are going to just notify the coaches, and at 6:22, penalty's over with. This one's controlled by the Jackets, and it is Hayden trying to throw it up to Lemmerbrock. They can't connect. Davies can't get the puck. Now Hayden has it. She tries to get it to Taylor, but that one's a little too hard. Chased into the zone, and it'll be iced. So Jackets just do not look sharp here for the first half of this period, as the Armstrong goal was albeit a turnover by the Jackets. Now the clock's running, but we're going to get this one set here. 7:32 left. So a minute 10 on the Jackets power play. Davies will take it now. She's challenged behind the goal, but she'll get it out. She's going to race out. Davies will lose it. Now Day will knock it loose, and now Hayden will pick it up. And right now the Jackets can't even get it into the zone to set up the power play, so Day will battle for it behind the goal. This one's thrown out where Hayden will get it. Hayden gets a shot. Day gets it out to Taylor. Taylor tries to get a shot. Day throws it up to Hayden. This one is knocked away by Armstrong. Now Armstrong might race out to a 2-on-1, but they're going to actually change and just go ahead and ice it. So we have 24 seconds left on the Jackets power play, and I would say that first line on the power play did not put a lot of pressure on the goalie. So let's see if the second line of Crook, Thomas, Talibi, Bestranson, Prawl can get something going here. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Bestranson will pick it up. She throws it out to Prawl. Prawl tries to thread it up the middle. This one's loose. It'll picked up by Crook. 15 seconds left on the power play. Prawl gets it over to Bestranson. They'll move it back to D here, over to Crook. Prawl over to Bestranson. Shot in. That one is found, but loose. and batted out by Armstrong, and they are at full strength. So Jackets 0 for 1 on the power play here. That one will actually roll up to where Worsley will have to play it. Bestranson will throw it up, but that one is gloved down and dumped back in by Armstrong. Prawl will pick it up. She will chip it up out to center ice where it's gathered by Armstrong. They will dump it in. Bestranson tries to hold on to it. Talibi has it. Morris now for the Arrows will dump it in. Chased down by Prawl. Prawl will swing it around the boards. Picked up by Armstrong. They throw it back. This one is trying to be, Armstrong tries to center it, I'm sorry. But this one is loose, picked up by Crook, out of the zone, and we'll get an icing here with 5:29 left. Busick, Williams, Meek coming out for the Jackets. Hayden and Weaver on defense. Kinchlow for the Arrows will take the face-off. Won by the Arrows. They shot is blocked. Kept into the zone. Battled for. Weaver will knock it loose. Meek will throw it up the boards, get it cleared. Gunton will pick it up for the Arrows. That one's dumped in where Hayden will pick it up. Hayden's going to race up the ice now. She tries to backhand it into the zone. Puck's loose. Busick has it. This one is picked up by the Arrows. They will dump it in. Weaver tries to chip it up, but that one's blocked. That shot is on goal. Worsley will glove it and hold on to it. 4:50 left here in the first. And Jackets will change D. Falk and Lingle will come out to join Meek, Busick, and Williams. This one is controlled by the Jackets. This one's loose, still loose, and that's just sloppy right there. That is a goal by Armstrong as the Jackets just did not control the puck at all, and Worsley went to reach out and grab it, couldn't grab it, left a wide open goal, which Armstrong will capitalize on and make it 2-0 with 4:47 left here in the first. So horrendous start here by the Jackets. Let's see if they can get it turned around here. This one is won by Tudyk for the Arrows. She will dump it in the zone. Now she'll chase it down behind the goal. Battled for. Tudyk has it. She throws it out center where puck is still loose. Worsley's finally able to grab it and hold on to it. So right now it's just Jackets just does not seem like they are focusing out there right now. Just a lot of sloppy play, and it's led to a 2-0 deficit here early. So this one is controlled by the Arrows. They are going to get it. They are going to swing around. They will look to set up the offense here. This one thrown over in the corner, centered now to Tudyk. That shot is turned away by Worsley. Lemmerbrock has it. She's going to throw it up to the boards. Unfortunately, no one there. This one back out. Shot on block. Falk gets this one loose. Worsley will get it. So Jackets will go ahead and get a fresh 5 out there. Crook, Day, Thomas, Bestranson, and Prawl. 4:03 left here in the first, and Jackets could really use a goal here in this first period to try to get some sort of momentum going here, as it's been pretty much all Armstrong here early. This one is out of the zone, and that one, no, that should have been offsides. Even with 3 officials, they sometimes miss calls. And this one is picked up by Armstrong. Day will feed Crook. Crook will bring it into the zone. She throws that one off the side of the goal. This one's loose. Crook will get it. She will try to get it up to Day, but it's Armstrong instead. They break out now. Prawl's back on D. She's able to knock that one away. Worsley will chip it out to the side. This one knocked loose, picked up by Crook. She throws it up to Day. Day's trying to control it. She throws it out of the zone, but Crook had already turned back. Now the Arrows will set up D to D here, and they'll get somebody coming off the bench and bring it in. That shot is blocked by Prawl. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas throws it out of the zone. They're going to wave it off. Day's going to give chase. It's Miller for the Arrows with it. She throws it up the boards. That one's picked off by Williams out there now. Williams is out there with Day and Thomas. This one thrown around by Armstrong. They try to clear the zone. Weaver keeps it in. She's out there with Davies on defense now. Jackets battle, and they're battling. This one comes out to Weaver. Weaver's shot is wide. Picked up by Meek. And Weaver will keep it in. This one is in. Now Davies is able to keep it in. Busick races on now. Davies will skate in. She's going to go around. Her shot is blocked. Arrows will swing it around the boards. Weaver will pick it off, keep it in the zone. Armstrong looking to clear. Jackets doing a good job of keeping it in. Williams will race up now trying to keep it in. She's battling up there with Meek. This one comes all the way around where Davies will pick it up. Davies will race up. This one is swung around again by the Arrows. Chased down. Weaver gets there first. She tries to keep it in. She can't keep it in, but the Jackets are there as Williams is battle along with Weaver. This one's thrown out to center ice where Meek will pick it. Meek's going to bring it in. Busick's got it. Busick's shot is stopped by LeGrand, and LeGrand will hold on to it. And 1:24 left here in the first, with the Jackets trailing 2-0. As Limmerbrock, Taylor, and Talibi come out with Falk and Lingle. This one is controlled by Armstrong here. Armstrong will race out of the zone, and it will be thrown up to Floric. Floric will dump it into the zone, and she has it now. She centers it, but they can't connect. Miller keeps it in. She throws it back on goal, but that one's wide. This one swung around the boards where Floric will collect it there, but Lingle's able to knock it away. Now Limmerbrock has it. She throws it up the boards to Addie Taylor. Taylor's got it now. She bounces off the boards. The Bella Talibi. That shot is turned away by LeGrand. Miller picks it up now. She throws it up. But nice cutoff by Avery Limmerbrock. She can't control it. Talibi's shot is blocked. Loose puck. Out. Floric will get it, and she will throw it up to Fuchs. Fuchs will bring it up into the Jacket zone. That shot is blocked by Lingle. Fuchs looks to center it. Falk will pick it up. She will bounce it off the boards where Talibi will try to dump it into the zone. Battled for where it is Limmerbrock picking it up. She tries to backhand it. That one's blocked out of the zone. Lingle will pick it up. Lingle will look for an outlet. This one is picked up by Taylor. But now Falk's pass is cut off. Seifert comes in. She drives in. She backhands. That one's turned away, and that's the end of the period. One period in the books. Jackets trail 2-0. We'll be right back. All right, back here for the second period as the Jackets will go with Cup, Day, Thomas to start the second period with Bestranson and Prawl. Jackets controlled the face-off. This one is loose where Bestranson will dump it up. Picked up by Armstrong now. Day will pick this one off. She's going to bring it into the zone. She gets a shot off, and that one's gloved by LeGrand and held on to. Well, Jackets come out with a early shot on goal here in a second. Let's hope it's a more clean second period for the Jackets. They had a sloppy first period. Day will control this one back to Bestranson. Over to Prawl. Prawl gets it up to Thomas. Back to Prawl. Prawl will dump it in. Chased down by Lewis. She will throw it all the way around the brew. They're going to wave that one off, and now it's a foot race. That's won by Elena Prawl. She will get there first. She can't control it, though. Now the Arrows will keep it into the zone. Puck's loose, picked up by Prawl. Now she's got it. She's going to find Cup, who finds Day. Day's racing up. She can't control it. That one's turned away by the Arrows. Prawl has it. That shot is... Day tries to get it. Shot in! Goal by Kaylin Cup. 2-1 on the rebound. Kaylin Cup gets her first of the season. And it was with 14:30 something, but the clock is a-running. I hope they're realizing the clock's running, but it doesn't look like it. We got a running clock right now. But the Jackets did cut it to a 2-1 margin. The clock has finally stopped. So about 20 seconds ran off there, though. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt us, but... So now with 14:14 left, Jackets trail 2-1 on the goal from Kaylin Cup. This one's controlled by Williams. He's in there with Busick and Meek. Davies and Hayden. Davies is going to pick it up. And I don't think so. I thought we got back onside before that one, before Davies brought it in, but they say otherwise, and we will have a neutral zone face-off here. And this one is controlled by the Jackets, doing a good job right here in the second period with the face-off circle. They've won every one of them so far. That shot is blocked. Tried again. Blocked again. Picked up by Tudak. She throws it over to Guntram. Guntram will get it up. This one's turned away, though. Battled for against the boards. Williams throws it back into the center. Meek tries to get there. She's able to chip it over to Williams. Williams' shot is to the center. This one's loose. Busick tries to backhand it in. Now it's behind the goal. It's picked up by the Arrows. Guntram will throw it around. This one actually takes a funny bounce off the boards. Busick had it, but she couldn't control it. Arrows try to clear again. This one kept into the zone. And finally thrown out by Armstrong, and this one will go all the way down for an icing. So a lot more energy and action here in this second period early by the Jackets. They'll bring out Lemmerbrock, Talibi, Taylor, Falk, and Lingle to try to keep the pressure on LeGrand and the Arrows here. Face off, Lemmerbrock will... Miller actually get it for Arrows. He'll swing it around, but Taylor's there to cut it off. Now Taylor has it. She can get some room. That shot's loose. Backhand by Talibi. Couldn't get it. And Lingle couldn't get the stick on it, and that one will come all the way down where Falk will chase it down. Falk will backhand it right back up to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock finds Taylor. Taylor's going to drive it into the zone. Right back to Lemmerbrock. That shot is on goal. Turned away by LeGrand. Loose. Still loose. Couple Jackets out there. Taylor's got a shot at it. This one's loose and knocked away. Good job by LeGrand for Armstrong to find that puck. Now this one is knocked around where Lewis will pick it up. She throws it up on the boards. Falk can't control it. Still in the zone, though. Good job by Falk to gather herself, find it. That shot is wide. Taylor's got it. She's going to swing around. Oh, and that one is deflected. The shot is tried to be deflected, redirected by Talibi. This one out to Falk. Shot is wide and blocked. Lingo gets a shot. That one over. Picked up by Limmerbrock. Pressure constant here by the Jackets. This one to Falk. Falk will couple dump it back in now. This one trying to get, as Armstrong tries to clear it. Falk doing a good job of breaking that one up. That one's finally cleared and picked up by Lingle. Lingle will throw it back in. Lewis will cut it off. She dumps it up, and that one will be waved off. And now during a change, Armstrong's going to get a chance here. This shot is on goal, and Worsley will glove it and hold on to it. 11:32 left here in the second period. With the Jackets trailing 2-1, they got a goal from Kalen Cup on a rebound shot. So it'll be Day, Crook, and Cup, joined by Prawl and Bestranson here. Crook takes the face off. She will control it. Armstrong's going to get a shot here, though. Puck's still loose. Picked up by Crook. Crook will feed Day. Day's going to try to get it back to Crook. She does. This one's chipped in by Crook. Chased down by Gundrum for the Arrows. She will throw it around the boards. This one is centered out and cleared by Ginn for Armstrong. Crook will chase it down. She hits Bestranson with it. Bestranson backhands it to Day. Day tries to get it up through the middle. She is cut off. She'll battle for it with Guntram. Guntram comes out with it. She's going to bring it around the boards. Cup's there to cut it off. She loses her footing, though, and this one is raced out by Armstrong and dumped out, where Bestranson will collect it. She was going to try to hit Day with a home run pass, but ref was in the way. Day has it. Now she tries to feed Crook, but that one's cut off. Now here comes Armstrong with it. It's Two-Tack with it. Two-Tack's going to get a shot where Worsley will glove it and hold on to it. 10:24 left here in the second. 2-1, Armstrong out in front. They scored 2 goals in the first. Jackets cut that lead down to 1 with an early goal here in the second from Kalen Cup. And now Williams, Busick, and Meek will be joined by Haydem and Weaver. This puck at the center ice, dumped back in by Armstrong. Weaver's going to chase it, but it's Armstrong with it first. They get a centering pass. That one's cut off by Williams. Williams went to dump it out, but dumps it out of play and onto the Armstrong bench. And we will have a defensive zone face-off with 10:12 left. This one controlled by Armstrong. A quick shot on goal by Florick, but that one's gloved by Worsley and hung on to. Face off again, and this one is controlled by Armstrong, but it's still loose. Still loose. Now back behind the goal where Williams will collect it. She throws it out to Meek. This one's still loose. Out to the blue line. Kept in by the Arrows. Two-Tack gets a shot. This one's loose. Worsley is able to get a glove on it and hang on to it. 9:51 left here in the second. This one will be, Jackets will keep the same 5 on the ice. Arrows will get some fresh skaters out there. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Battled for, though, now. Loose and now collected by Armstrong, but Haydem's there to cut that one off. She throws it around. Jackets will give chase. Collected by Armstrong, though. This one is loose. Behind the goal, now picked up by Williams. Williams still has it. She throws it up to Meek. That one is turned over, though. Now right back. Haydem can't control it. She tries to backhand it. She gets it out to Meek. Meek tries to hit Williams. They're going to wave this one off all the way down, where Armstrong will gather it up. And they will throw it around the boards and look to reset the offense. Meanwhile, the Jackets get some fresh skaters out on the ice. Limmerbrock, Talibi, Taylor are joined by Davies. Haydem's still out there. Haydem will skate off now as Davies brings it in the zone. That shot is on. LeGrand turns it away. That one was also batted down by LeGrand. This one, Talibi gets a shot. That one's wide. It'll be picked up by the Arrows. They throw it up where Taylor will get it. Now she swings it back to Limmerbrock. That one's out front. And now Taylor couldn't finish. LeGrand was able to get the pad on it and then get the rebound shot and hold on to it. 2-1, 8:36 left in the second period. That had a wide open goal, but LeGrand was able to get the pad over there to stop it and then grab the rebound shot as the Jackets will get the face-off as Falk is out there now with Davies on defense. Davies will step up and pick this one off. This one is loose and picked up by the Arrows. They get it out of the zone. They look to break out now, but this one is knocked away. Falk tries to get it right back up. Now Davies has it. She's going to race up center ice. She gets a shot. That one's high. Picked up by Lewis. She swings it around the boards. Arrows are able to clear. Now they're going to try to get a breakout here. That shot is turned away by Talibi, though. Davies back now. She throws it up on the boards. Collected by Armstrong. They throw it back in. Loose puck where Davies will collect it. She chips it up to Talibi. Talibi gets it out to Limmerbrock. Limmerbrock tries to throw it over to Taylor. Now Davies does. Taylor can't control it, though. Lewis will dump it right back in. Floric is upended, and they're going to get a call on this one, so that one will be on Peyton Falk as she went high and knocked Floric to the ice. And with 7:37 left here in the second period, the Jackets will be on the penalty kill for the first time. It will be Crook, Thomas, Prawl, and Bestranson on the PK for the Jackets here. Crook will take this face-off. And this one is controlled by the Jackets, and they're able to collect it where Crook's going to be able to bring it out of the zone. She will chip it up and chase now. Thomas is up there with her now. She's looking to, but this one gets out now. The Arrows look to race back. Prawl tries to cut that one off. She does a good job of doing so. This one is now controlled by the Jackets. Prawl gets that, is able to get it out of the zone. This one is offsides, and with 58 seconds left in the on the penalty, Jackets will have a neutral zone face-off here. They'll keep the same four out there. Actually, they're going to have Thomas come off and Meek come on. And this one will be controlled by the Jackets. Prawl has it. She's able to shovel it up out of the zone. Picked up by Miller for Armstrong. She throws it up the boards. They can't control it. Crook dumps it back in. Lewis will try to chip it up. They can't connect again, but Stranson tries to clear it. This one is Crook gets it out. Now Meek's going to pick it up at center ice. She's going to be able to drive it in. She backhands it over to Crook. Crook's going to chase. That shot is blocked. And Miller's got it now, and 22 seconds left on the PK. Armstrong looking for one last rush here. It's Morris. She's going to bring it in. Dump it over. That one is, and now that one, now Bestranson's able to upend her, and this one is offside. So 9 seconds left on the PK. Busick, Williams, Weaver, Hayden. That's your four for the Jackets coming out. 6:16 left in the second period. Williams will win the draw. Hayden's going to throw it all the way around the boards. Busick will chase it. Armstrong there first. That one's cut off. Jackets at full strength now. As Armstrong's able to keep it in. Puck's loose. That one's turned away by Weaver. Armstrong gets it back. Now Weaver gets it out of the zone, and Armstrong will have to touch up here. As Wimble will get it over, and they won't be able to connect. They're going to wave off the icing, though. Hatem's got it now. She looks to turn her the other way. She's cut off. Williams has it now. She swings and misses. Hatem picks it up now. Hatem will bring it up the boards. This one is all the way around where Weaver gets it. This puck's still loose. Jackets can't clear the zone right now. This one is centered. This one's turned away. Picked up, though, by Armstrong. They'll dump it back in. Puck's loose, picked up by Flork. Flork will work behind the goal. This one's out front and picked up, and Worsley will glove it and hold on to it. 5:02 left here in the second. Jackets get a fresh 5 on the ice. Lemmerbrock, Talibi, Taylor, Davies, and Lingle coming out. Defensive zone face-off. This one is controlled by Armstrong. Lewis is going to dump it into the corner where Floric will chase it. She looks to center it. That one's cut off by Davies. She tries to chip it up to Taylor. They can't connect. That shot in by Lewis is gloved by Poppy Worsley and will hold on to it with 4:49 remaining in the second. And another defensive zone face-off in the right circle. Lemmerbrock will be able to control this one as Taylor will bring it right out. Taylor's going to race out. She's at center, so she lost the puck. Now Davies cuts it off. Davies gets a shot, and that one is gloved by LeGrand and held on to. 4:38. Jackets get an offensive zone face-off here. In the right circle, Lemmerbrock will take this offensive zone face-off. This one is controlled by Armstrong, however, and then Floric's able to chip it out of the zone. And now Lingle will race down and get it. Lingle's going to swing it around all the way around. She looks to get out of the zone. This one is picked up by Taylor. Now back to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock's able to dump it into the zone. Jackets will chase. It's Miller now. She'll throw it around the boards for Armstrong. This one's loose, picked up by Talibi. Talibi dumps it back in. Miller's going to get it. Miller will swing it back around. Florik's going to collect it there. She's going to get Fuchs, but Prawl was coming out on a change and was able to cut that one off. This one is off of Taylor and dumped in by Florik and chased down by Lingle. And now Prawl has it. Prawl's looking to clear the zone. They can't connect, though. That was, can't see who's behind the pole here, but this one's finally cleared out, and it'll come all the way down. They're going to wave that one off. Day is out there now. Crook skates out. So does Thomas. Bestranson and Prawl on defense. This one's picked up by Prawl. Picked up by Crook. Crook tries to feather it in. This one's turned away, though. Prawl dumps it back in. Crook dumps that one all the way down. Chased down by Guntram now for the Arrows. She dumps it over. That one takes another funny bounce off the boards. Day tries to get it out to Prawl. That one's blocked. Bestranson turns back with it. She can't dump it in. Morris is able to stop that one. Thomas tries to feed Day. They can't connect. Lewis gathers it. She dumps it back. And now Day has it. This one loose. Day's racing for it. She finds Crook. Crook can't get it on the stick and turn and shoot it, though. This one dumped up. Prawl kicks it in to keep it in. But Armstrong clears the zone finally. This one is loose. Thomas is back, though. She's able to hold on to it. This one picked up by Weibel. Weibel dumps it in, where Prawl will gather it for the Jackets. She dumps it up the boards. Day's got it now. Now she's going to race up. Arrows have the defense back, though, and they're able to cut that one off, but Crook's there now. Day's looking for somebody. She finds Thomas, and Thomas can't get it on the blade and put it in. 2 minutes left in the second. This one was thrown in where the Arrows will get it. This one is, they'll wave off the icing as they say the Jackets might have touched it. This one comes out, shot wide. This one comes all the way back where Weibel will grab it for Armstrong. She dumps it back in. Loose puck picked up by Hayden. Hayden will swing it around the boards. Meek will try to feed Williams. She's out there. Thomas is still out. Weaver and Hayden back on defense. Thomas will skate off now, and Cup will skate on. This one will come all the way into the zone where Weaver will collect it. Weaver will try to chip it up, but that one's turned away. Now it's into the zone where Williams will race with it.